Glad you're here. I'm Emma, and this is Speak English Daily. You know the words. You understand what people say. But the moment it's your turn to speak, you freeze. That's silence. That's not a language problem. That's fear. They are afraid of making mistakes, afraid of sounding wrong, afraid of being judged. And because of that, they stay silent. Even when they know the words, even when they understand, they choose silence over the risk of being imperfect. Today, we remove that fear, not by being perfect, but by speaking anyway. If this is your first time here, good. You're in the right place. This session is complete on its own. You don't need day 1, 2, or 3. Everything starts right now. And if you want to follow the full 30-day journey, the playlist is in the pinned comment below. And if you've been here since day 1, you already know something has been building. Each day, something shifted. Your mouth moved faster. Your brain stopped translating. You spoke before you even decided to. Today is where all of that leads. Today, we remove the fear. Before we start, I want to say one thing, and I want you to really hear it. You don't need perfect English to speak. Say that again in your head. You don't need perfect English to speak. You need courage. The most fluid speakers in the world, they make mistakes every single day. They mispronounce, they forget words, they use the wrong tense, but they keep speaking, and that is exactly why they are fluent. Today, your only goal is to keep speaking, even when it's not perfect, especially when it's not perfect. That is the lesson. Everything else is practice. This is day 4. Let's begin. 5 sentences to start. These are different from day 3. Today, slower, more intentional. Say each one like you actually believe it, because the more you say it, the more your brain accepts it as true. Take your time with these. There is no rush. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. Round 2. Say it like you mean it. Feel the permission in those words. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. Round 3. This time, say it with a smile. You are giving yourself permission to be human. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. I might make mistakes, and that's okay. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. Again, every word matters here. Let it land. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. Last round. Say it with confidence. This is your new belief. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. I don't need perfect grammar to speak. I speak, even when I'm not sure. I speak, even when I'm not sure. I speak, even when I'm not sure. Round 2. Pause at the dash. Feel the decision in that pause. I speak even when I'm not sure. I speak even when I'm not sure. Round 3. Strong and calm. This is courage. I speak even when I'm not sure. I speak even when I'm not sure. Every mistake is making me better. Every mistake is making me better. Every mistake is making me better. Again, this is not just a sentence. This is a fact. Say it like you know it. Every mistake is making me better. Every mistake is making me better. Last round, louder. Own this belief completely. Every mistake is making me better. Every mistake is making me better. Round 4. Say it like you already believe it, because you do. Every mistake is making me better. Every mistake is making me better. I am a speaker of English. I am a speaker of English. I am a speaker of English. Round 2. Not I'm trying to speak English. Not I want to speak English. You are a speaker. Say it that way. I am a speaker of English. I am a speaker of English. Final round. Full conviction. Say it like it's already true, because it is. I am a speaker of English. I am a speaker of English. Round 4. Say it like you already believe it, because you do. I am a speaker of English. I am a speaker of English. Good. Take a breath. Those 5 sentences, that is your new identity. Not a learner waiting to be good enough, a speaker who keeps going. Now, this is the special part of day 4, and it is something no other lesson will teach you. I'm going to give you a situation. You don't know the perfect sentence. That's completely fine. We start simple, and then we expand just a little. Not because simple is wrong. Simple is powerful. But because you are more capable than you think. The message here is not try to be perfect. The message is say something, anything, and watch it works. Someone asks, "What do you do for work?" You don't know the perfect sentence. That's okay. Say something simple. I work in an office. I work in an office. Now a little more. I work in an office. I handle reports and emails every day. I work in an office. I handle reports and emails every day. Both answers work. Both are real English. The simple one is not wrong. It is brave. Someone asks, "How was your weekend?" You don't know the perfect sentence. That's okay. Say something simple. It was good. I relaxed at home. It was good. I relaxed at home. Now, a little more. It was a really good weekend. I stayed home, watched a movie, and got some rest. It was a really good weekend. I stayed home, watched a movie, and got some rest. Notice? The expanded version is just the simple one with a little more detail. You already had the words. Someone asks, "Do you like learning English?" You don't know the perfect sentence. That's okay. Say something simple. Yes, I do. It's hard sometimes. Yes, I do. It's hard sometimes. Now a little more. Yes, I do. It's challenging sometimes, but I enjoy the progress. Yes, I do. It's challenging sometimes, but I enjoy the progress. Honest, real, natural. You don't need to impress anyone. Just communicate. Did you notice something? Every simple answer was enough. The expanded version was just bonus. This is what communication looks like. Not perfect, just real. Right now, this is where most learners stop, but you won't. Now let's practice the hardest skill of all, not stopping. In real conversations, things go wrong. You forget a word, you hesitate, you're not sure, and in that moment, most learners go silent. Today, we practice a different response. We keep going. Say every line out loud. You are the one in these situations. You're talking about your job, and suddenly, you forget the word report. It happens. That's okay. Just say this. I work on the document, the summary for my manager. I work on the document, the summary for my manager. I work on the document, the summary for my manager. Not perfect, but completely understood. Describing around a word you forgot is a real skill, and you just used it. Someone asks you a question you're not 100% sure about. It's okay. Say this. I'm not completely sure, but I think it's around next week. I'm not completely sure, but I think it's around next week. I'm not completely sure, but I think it's around next week. This is what confident speakers do. They don't freeze, they speak with what they have. You start speaking and pause in the middle. It's okay. Say this. I was going to say, I think the best option is to wait and see. I was going to say, I think the best option is to wait and see. I was going to say, I think the best option is to wait and see. A natural pause is not failure. It is thinking. Native speakers do this constantly. Keep going. You say something and immediately know it wasn't perfect. It's okay. Say this. Yesterday, I went to the meeting. It went really well. Yesterday, I went to the meeting. It went really well. Yesterday, I went to the meeting. It went really well. You self-corrected and moved on. That is exactly what fluent speakers do. No apology, no stop, just forward. Someone says, "Sorry, I didn't catch that." It's okay. Say this. "Sorry, let me say that again. I meant that the deadline is on Friday." Sorry, let me say that again. I meant that the deadline is on Friday. Sorry, let me say that again. I meant that the deadline is on Friday. This is not failure. This is communication. You said it again. That's all it takes. Every single situation, you kept going. That is the skill, not perfection, forward motion. All right, this is the confidence build round. This is different from the reflex round in day 3. That was about speed. This is about belief. 7 sentences. Say each one slowly and clearly. No rush. This time, the goal is not to go fast. The goal is to feel every word. When you say these sentences out loud, something happens in your brain. It starts to believe them. Let it. I'm not perfect, but I can communicate. Gently, give yourself permission to say this and believe it. I speak clearly, even when I make mistakes. Soft and steady. You don't have to be loud to be confident. I don't stop. I keep going. 2 short sentences. Say them like a quiet decision, not a performance. People understand me, and that's what matters. Declarative, no doubt. This is simply true. Say it that way. I am getting better every single day. Stronger now, every single day. Let each word land. My English is good enough to start a conversation. Full conviction, not hoping, not wishing, stating a fact. Your English is enough, right now. I speak because speaking is how I improve. Own it completely. This is your reason, your logic. Say it like you've decided, and you have. Now, one more time. All 7. Slowly, confidently. No rush. I'm not perfect, but I can communicate. I speak clearly, even when I make mistakes. I don't stop. I keep going. People understand me, and that's what matters. I am getting better every single day. My English is good enough to start a conversation. I speak because speaking is how I improve. That is your voice in English right now. This is your English right now, not later, now. I want you to stop for just a moment. Think about what happened in this video. You spoke about things you weren't sure about. You spoke through hesitation. You spoke through imperfection. And look, right now you are speaking, not perfectly, but clearly. And that is real progress. Most people spend years waiting until their English is good enough to speak. But good enough never comes from waiting. It comes from exactly what you just did. You showed up. You opened your mouth. You kept going. That is not a small thing. That is everything. And that is day 4. Day 1, you trained your mouth. Day 2, you trained your brain to think in English. Day 3, you trained your reflex. Day 4, you removed the fear. If you didn't stop speaking today, you did something most learners never do. Most learners stop the moment it feels imperfect. You didn't. You kept going. That is the difference between someone who stays stuck and someone who actually improves. Now, go to the comments and type, if you spoke today, even with mistakes, comment day 4 done. I read every single comment and I want to see yours. If you spoke today, even with mistakes, you are already ahead of most learners. Most people are still waiting for the perfect moment. You didn't wait. You spoke. And if you want to follow the full 30-day journey, the complete playlist and schedule are in the pinned comment below. Don't lose the streak you're building. Now, day 5. Day 5, something will change. You won't try to speak English anymore. You'll just speak. And when that happens, you'll know exactly what these 4 days were building toward. I'll see you there. Keep speaking. Keep going. Don't stop. See you in day 5.